Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So in today's session, I would like to show you the working of if function in Excel. So for that we'll take a small example. Majorly this if function is used to compare two variables and give the result. So here the comparison means using the relational operators. Relational operators means the is equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. So first we will see, I will take some two values, some 10 and 30. Okay, so I will take the some 10 and 30, and I just want to compare if it is less than or greater than. So for that, simply if I use the cell, the following cell is less than this following cell. Here I have not used any if function, right? So even though if you are not using, just comparing the cells will give a single result, that is a true or false based upon the condition. Okay, you can observe here. So 10 30, it becomes 10 less than 30, so it will be all automatically it's a true. And if you give some 50 here, automatically we'll get a false. So see, automatically we'll get a false. So this is how we can get the results either true or false. And if you want to display some output when the condition becomes true, then we have to go with the if function. Okay, for example, it's an age. You need to enter the age, and here you need to get whether the age is, I mean, if the age is greater than or equal to 18, eligible for vote. So here I need to enter the age. So here I will go with is equal to if this one greater than or equal to 18. Okay, this is the condition. Okay, this is the condition we are checking. Use a comma, and here we need to give the statement which you need to be printed if the condition becomes true. So if the condition becomes true, I need to print eligible, right? And again use a comma, and there you need to write the value for the false. So here you can observe here, first we need to give the logical test, that is a condition, and the second parameter is the value if true. If the condition becomes true, what should be printed, that should be given here. And again here not eligible, here this is a value for false, So you can observe here, see, I will give some 20, so automatically you will get the result as eligible, right? If you change it as some 8, it will give us not eligible, right? So using the if condition, it will take three parameters. First one is a condition, and the second one is the true value, third one is the false value. And not only this one, see, you can represent the numbers also. If you can represent the numbers also. So if you are representing numbers, automatically you can represent it as a, I mean, without enclosing the double quotations. See, here only you can observe. So 1, you can represent 1 as eligible and 0 as not eligible. So that cannot be, the numerics or integers cannot be represented in double quotations. You can observe here, it will give 0. If you go with the 20, we will get 1, right? So this is a numerical representation, and this is the Boolean representation. For getting the Boolean result, we need not go with the if condition, right? If. So directly we can compare the values. Okay. So similarly, you can go one more example. Percentage, give the percentage, and based upon the percentage, you can give the result either pass or a fail. So for this also you can go with if is equal to if and give the value. So here you are supposed to give the value, so greater than 40%, which gives the true value, that is pass, and give third parameter, it is a fail, give the third parameter fail. So you can give some 50%, automatically you will get the value pass. If it is a 40%, you will get fail. Okay, so hope you understood this one. So in order to represent the Boolean result, you need not go with the if, directly you can give the condition. And if you want to display the values, then you need to go give the if condition. If condition or if function, it takes the three parameters. First one is a condition, second one is the true value, third one is a false value. And if it is a true value and false value are of a string type, you need to enclose in double quotations. Otherwise, simply you can go with the 1 and 0. I mean integers without any double quotations. Right? So hope you understood this one. So let's stop here, and if you are having any doubts regarding this one, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really enjoyed my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.